Now let's begin with a square planar complexes with DsP2 hybridization. These square planar complexes are formed by DsP2 hybridization of the metal atom or ion. The first example is the structure of tetracyanonickelate ion. So let's begin with this. Given complex is NiCN4 2 minus. What is the central metal ion? Ni 2 plus. How to calculate the charge on metal ion? I already explained you. So here Ni we can take X. For one cyanide the charge is -1. So for 4 cyanide it is X minus 4 is equal to -2. So X it is equal to +2. So Ni it is with +2 charges. Then number of ligands are 4 and cyanide it is a stronger ligand. Here you can remember the trick that any ligand which has carbon, nitrogen or phosphorus as a donor atom, these are the stronger ligand. So in cyanide, carbon is the donor atom, so it is the stronger ligand. Then electronic structure of central metal ion. The atomic orbital electronic configuration of Ni28, it is argon 18, 3d8, 4s2, 4p0. So the electronic configuration of Ni2 plus ion, Ni2 plus, that means we need to remove 2 electrons. So we can remove these two 4s2 electron. So what will be the electronic configuration of Ni2 plus ion now? It is argon 18, 3d8, 4s0, 4p0. So Ni2 plus ion in its ground state, its electronic configuration is 3d8, 4s0, 4p0. So in ground state, nickel ion has 2 unpaired electrons. But during the formation of tetracyanonickelate ion, cyano, it is the stronger ligand. So it provides pairing up energy, and hence these 2 electrons get paired up in excited state. So this electron jump from here to here and get paired. So 1d orbital becomes vacant, and this vacant d orbital along with 1s and 2p orbital undergo DsP2 hybridization for nickel ion. These 4 vacant DsP2 hybridized orbitals accept electrons from 4 cyanide ions which are shown in red color. So during formation of tetracyanonickelate, Ni2 plus, it undergo DsP2 hybridization, and the geometry of this complex, it is square planar. Here from box diagram you can find out that tetracyanonickelate has no unpaired electron. It means it is diamagnetic in nature and it has 0 unpaired electron. So see here, hybridization is DsP2, shape is square planar, which can be represented like this, diagrammatic representation. And during the formation of tetracyanonickelate, Ni2 plus provide 4 vacant orbital, that is 1d, 1s and 2p orbitals, and undergo DsP2 hybridization. As it is using 3d or 1 3d orbital, it is known as inner orbital complex. Since all electrons are paired in tetracyanonickelate, it is diamagnetic in nature, and as no unpaired electrons are there, n is equal to 0, the observed and calculated magnetic moment of the complex is 0. Now the next example of square planar complex is tetraamine copper ion. So let's begin. Given complex is tetraamine copper, Cu NH3 by 4 2 plus. Metal ion, it is Cu2 plus. Number of ligands, as 4 amines are attached, so it is number of ligands are 4. And amine, donor atom is nitrogen, so it is the stronger ligand. Now, atomic orbital electronic configuration of copper, central metal ion, it is copper has atomic number 29. So its electronic configuration is argon 18, 3d9, 4s2, 4p0. Or this 3d9, 4s2 we can also write down like argon 18, 3d10, 4s1. One electron from s orbital is shifted to 3d10. Why? If you remember, completely filled d orbital provide extra stability. So, when we want to write down electronic configuration of Cu2 plus ion, that means we need to remove 2 electrons. So, when 2 electrons are removed from here, the electronic configuration of Cu2 plus ion, it will become argon 18, 3d9, 4s0, 4p0. So, in Cu2 plus, 3d has 9 electrons. Mistakenly, here there are shown only 8 electrons. So, now it becomes 9. 4s 0 and 4p0. This is the ground state electronic configuration of Cu2 plus. Here, as amine, it is a stronger ligand. It helps or it provides energy to this unpaired electron, and hence this unpaired electron, it can jump from lower energy level to the higher energy level, that is 4p. Because of shifting this electron to 4p, now 1 d orbital which becomes vacant, 4s orbital and 2 4p orbitals, they undergo hybridization by forming 4 vacant dsp2 hybridized orbital. These 4 dsp2 hybridized orbital, empty orbital, accept 4 pair of electrons from 4 amine ligands which are shown in red colors, and there is a formation of tetraamine copper ion complex. During the formation of tetraamine copper complex, the hybridization is dsp2. So, the geometry it is square planar, and here as central metal ion is using its 3d orbital, which is the inner orbital, 3d orbital, it is from n-1 level. So, it is also called as inner orbital complex. This complex has one unpaired electron, so it is paramagnetic in nature, and its magnetic moment will be, if one unpaired electron, so magnetic moment it would be 1.73 Bohr magneton, which is calculated by spin only formula. So see here, hybridization of tetraamine copper, it is dsp2, shape it is square planar, which is represented here in this diagram. And as I told you, during formation of tetraamine copper complex, Cu2 plus ion, it provides one 3d orbital, 1s and 2p orbital to undergo DsP2 hybridization, hence it is known as inner orbital complex. Since one unpaired electron is present in tetraamine copper, it is paramagnetic, and the calculated magnetic moment of the complex, it is 1.73 Bohr magneton, which is in close resemblance to the observed magnetic moment, that is 1.80 Bohr magneton. Some more examples of square planar complexes are tetrachloroplatinate ion, tetrachloropalladiate ion, tetraamine platinum, and tetrachloroaureate ion. If you remember, we discussed that when there is a coordination number 4, two geometries are possible. One is tetrahedral and another is square planar. But for higher d orbital elements, that means the element or metal ion from 4d, 5d series, there is only one geometry is there, that is square planar, irrespective of the nature of the ligand. Platinum, palladium, all aurium, all these are from higher d block. So all they possess square planar complexes. Remaining part we'll discuss in next video. Thank you.